It's Junior MasterChef, the competition to find the best young cook in the country. Out of 2,000 applications, only 31 cooks have made it to the heats. Now top chef and restaurant owner John Torode and actress and cookbook writer Nadia Sawala have to decide which cook is good enough to win the title of Junior MasterChef. In today's heat, we'll meet 4 cooks, but only one of them can go through.
Junior MasterChef, and we are in for a treat.
We've got 4 bright contestants. I want to know what makes them passionate about cooking.
What we would love to discover today is a truly gifted natural cook.
But most importantly, they've got to cook delicious food because you and I, John, have got to eat it.
They'll face 2 challenges. First, John will show them how to cook a steak with herb and garlic butter in a masterclass.
Don't shake the pan. I don't be shaking about like this all the time.
Finally, they'll have to cook their own most delicious food for the judges.
I want another mouthful, which is a really good sign, isn't it?
Competing today are Joshua, Georgia, Herbie and Sky.
I have quite a lot of attention to detail and I'd love my food to be an inspiration to people.
I would like to be a cook and maybe have my own vegetarian restaurant.
I started cooking when I was about 5 or 6. I'd like to think that I can go all the way to the final.
I get my cooking ideas from family and friends. I love food. All I do is eat food.
But which one of these 4 will be going through to the quarter-final?
Welcome to Junior MasterChef. We are going to cook a great steak with a herb and garlic butter. And I mean a great steak, not a mistake, a good steak.
Have any of you ever cooked a steak before? Oh, all of you. So maybe we're going to learn from them today, John.
Well, I hope so. At the end of this, we're going to ask you to go back to your benches and you're going to cook exactly the same thing for us. OK? Before we start to cook the steak, we're going to make a herb butter.
First, Nadia adds crushed garlic and lemon juice to soft butter. The herbs, including sage, basil and dill, are then stirred into the butter mixture.
Isn't it great you're getting the smell of the lemon, the garlic and the herbs now?
Yeah.
John then drops the butter mixture into cling film.
Roll it gently, stick the cling film together like that, and that's going to go in the fridge for 10 minutes.
He now turns his attention to the steak.
You will see there's a little tiny white line here. That's called sinew. Now, if you put that steak into a pan like that, that piece of sinew is going to shrink and make the steak tough. Pair of scissors. You stick the scissors into the piece of meat and cut the sinew and the fat. And do exactly the same thing again, halfway down. It will stop it from shrinking.
John rubs oil over the steak, adds seasoning and places it into a heated pan.
You'll see now the sinew in here is starting to curl up like an elastic band, but because we've cut it, our steak's not shrinking, and it will stay lovely and moist. And this is the stage where we're going to turn it over. Now, what am I not doing to the steak?
Oh, don't play like that.
Don't shake the pan.
It causes flames.
Well, no, not just that. I just want it to cook. I just want it to have a nice time in there. I don't be shaking about like this all the time. I just want it to cook and be gentle.
With the steak cooked, John places it onto a plate and tops it off with a slice of the herb butter.
OK, anyone got any questions? I think Joshua's would be, when can I eat it? Yeah. He's looking hungrier by the second.
I just want to cook it mostly.
Now it's your turn. Off you go.
These are experienced cooks, but this is the first time John and Nadia will see them at work. In 30 minutes, will they be able to cook their steak as well as John's and prove they've got talent? If you're trying this at home, make sure you have an adult to help you. Herbie is 12 and from Essex. He loves to grow herbs in his garden and even bakes his own bread.
I like to grow things in the garden because I think it's all natural and I know where it's come from and it tastes nicer.
Herbie, do you like to experiment with your cooking?
Yeah, I like to try different fusions of flavours.
And who inspires you at home?
I like to cook on my own, but my sisters aren't good at cooking. They'll try and add things in and it'll go wrong.
What, to your dish?
Yeah.
You've got to sort them out on that one.
Herbie, good luck.
Joshua is 11 and from London. He loves to have cooking sleepovers with his friends where they try out exciting new recipes.
The thing I love about cooking is it's just such a great thing to know, and I mean it's one of the many skills of life and it can be made into a beautiful sort of piece of art.
Who inspires you, Joshua?
My grandma inspires me so much because she's a really great cook. And a lot of the chefs on TV really, I'm a good fan of Jamie Oliver, Heston Blumenthal, and of course you're a great chef.
Thanks, Joshua.
OK, everyone, you've got 10 minutes left.
12-year-old Georgia comes from Essex. She takes part in Tudor celebrations at Kentwell Hall, where she cooks food like they did over 400 years ago.
When I was about 5 or 6, it was Christmas and my mum and dad bought me like a fake kitchen, and then I got a bit old for like the play set, so I ended up cooking like properly.
Georgia, why do you want to be here on Junior MasterChef?
Because I've never missed an episode of MasterChef, and if I do, I watch on iPlayer. Being on MasterChef will be good to put on my CV, be like, I was on Junior MasterChef for when I want a job.
Who do you cook with at home?
My mum was like the best cook ever. Like, sometimes she tries to get my sister to cook, but my sister hates cooking, so I've been like cooking for me and my sister, but she's a bit fussy.
Are you happy with what you've got to do today, Georgia?
I'm happy, just I need to like stop panicking and maybe relax a bit more and like have fun.
Fantastic. We're very excited. Good luck.
Ten-year-old Sky is from Cornwall. She loves to make jam Cornish pasties and fruity chocolate kebabs for the barbecue.
Well, I think presentation is more important than the food, because if it looks all sloppy and everything, people don't eat it.
What do you love about cooking?
For some reason, it just feels good when I'm just cooking and I know that other people are going to try it.
Who do you cook with?
I cook with my mum. Most of my family cook except for my dad.
Why does your dad not cook?
He's not very good at all.
Three minutes left. OK, well done, time's up.
Tough ride.
It's now judgment time. Are the steaks juicy, tender and pink in the middle? And is the butter packed full of herbs?
Georgia, your steak. Wow, perfectly cooked. On the outside, it's lovely and crispy. On the inside, it's wonderful and juicy. Your herb butter tastes of garlic and lots of herbs. And there is the taste of the lemon on the outside. I think you've done a great job, Georgia.
I criticised my food quite a fair amount, so for them to say it was good, I was just over the moon.
OK, I'm going to dive straight in, Herbie, with this. That is so nicely browned, that steak. It looks really good. really juicy. Love the little hint of chilli. I would say a bit more seasoning. But otherwise, really, really tasty.
I think it went really well. I think the judges like the flavours of the butter.
Joshua. The seasoning on the outside is fantastic. It is a little bit rarer than we asked for, but you know what? I'd eat the whole thing.
I thought it went really well, actually. I'm feeling quite confident for the next round, and I think my next dish will be really good, and I hope the judges will like it. They obviously love my steak.
Sky, it looks like you've mixed your herb butter really, really well. There's herbs all the way through it. Really juicy meat on the inside. Lovely herb butter. One tiny thing. I found there a lump of garlic. So just mash your garlic down a bit more, because I didn't really get the taste of the garlic in the butter. But really, really, really tasty.
I think probably my garlic could have gone well better today, but I've only used one of those crushers once, and I'm so happy with what they said about my meat, because I didn't think it'd be that good.
These guys can seriously cook. They were just wonderful tasting pieces of steak.
We've got really talented people, and I'm expecting lots of really great flavours later on.
Now it's the toughest challenge of all. Can they wow the judges by cooking their own food?
Welcome back. Now you're going to cook for us your favourite dishes.
We wish you good luck. Let's cook.
Joshua, Georgia, Sky and Herbie now have 1 hour to make 2 fantastic dishes. But remember, if you want to cook at home, always make sure you ask an adult to help you.
What are you making, Herbie?
Chapatis with a Indian salsa and spicy chicken curry with rice.
What sort of curry are you making?
It's like a spicy korma.
Oh, what's the difference between a korma and any other curry?
Has double cream and almonds.
So tell me about why you're spicing it up a bit.
Originally, I got this from a children's cookbook, and you couldn't really taste any of the spices, so I added in double the spice.
We look forward to your delicious food.
Thank you.
Good luck.
Thank you.
Herbie, fantastic. Inspired by the food of India. I think his food sounds delicious. Joshua, what are you going to cook for us?
Today I'm cooking a bruschetta with a tomato and chilli salsa, and a mackerel with sauce vierge, roast baby potatoes and green beans.
So sauce vierge, classically, is shaved shallots, warmed in olive oil and shaved basil so it all just comes alive.
Yep.
Where'd you learn sauce vierge?
It was actually from a close friend of the family's, and he's a very good cook.
That's fantastic.
Is the presentation very important to you as well?
Yes, I'm very fussy about presentation. If it's not just the way I like it, I won't serve it.
Fantastic. We're looking forward to this.
Thanks, Joshua.
Good luck. Joshua is cooking us roast mackerel sauce vierge. Unbelievable, a classic French sauce.
If he pulls it off, we're both going to be very happy.
Georgia, you look very, very busy. What are you going to cook for us?
Spinach and ricotta cheese cannelloni and a pear and nectarine crumble with creme anglaise.
Wow, you've given yourself a huge amount of work to do, Georgia.
I have practised a couple of times and hopefully that'll pay off today.
Why have you chosen these dishes?
I personally think they're really yummy, so hopefully you'll appreciate the food that I like.
You want to open up your own restaurant, Georgia?
Yeah.
What do you think your restaurant would be called?
Madame Georgia or something like that.
Well, hopefully John and I will be booking a table there one day.
You can get one for free.
Cannelloni, a peach and pear crumble, great combinations of flavours. Does she have the time to do it really well?
With only 20 minutes left, she hasn't got her cannelloni in. Undercooked pasta won't be good. Sky, what are you cooking for us?
I'm cooking chicken stuffed with soft cheese and pesto wrapped in bacon. And for dessert, I've got chocolate truffle tart.
What about your chicken dish? Where does that come from?
We've just found it in the family cookbook. I've used soft cheese and the pesto, so it tastes a lot nicer. And they use Parma ham instead of it, but bacon crisps a lot better.
Sky, why would you like to win Junior MasterChef?
I think it would give me a big opportunity in the future to become a chef.
Well, you live that dream, OK? Good on you.
I'm really looking forward to really crispy bacon, soft, tender chicken with a nice cheesy middle.
Chicken, not an issue. Will the chocolate torte be set in time? It needs time in the fridge. Just under 5 minutes to go. You should be thinking about putting your food on plates.
Your time is up, so if you can please move away from the benches.
To start, Herbie has made a chapati, an Indian flatbread, with tomato salsa and a yogurt dip.
The bread's made very, very well. I do feel that all the bits in your salsa can probably be cut up a lot finer, almost like a sauce. And the word salsa, that's exactly what it means. It means a sauce. But love the bread and love the dip. It's really cooling.
Really lovely. Your bread has a really nice texture. Try maybe making the chapatis a little smaller.
Okay.
To follow, Herbie has made a spicy chicken korma curry served with rice.
You have cooked your curry with real chilli oomph. It maybe needs to be adjusted a little bit with the other spices so you can taste them, but delicious.
I just got the chilli. But it's lovely. And maybe a bit more seasoning, but I think you should be really pleased with yourself.
Thank you. The curry went well today, but the salsa could do with a bit more work.
Joshua has made a bruschetta, an Italian bread topped with tomato, chili salsa and black olives.
It was really important, wasn't it, how it looked? Yes. Well, it looks beautiful. A really summery dish. The lovely rocket and olives and the tomato and the parsley. Really lovely.
It is posh tomatoes on toast. And for me, I think the sides of that toast need to be slightly more crispy, but it tastes absolutely delicious.
Thank you.
Joshua's main course is mackerel with sauce vierge, roast potatoes and green beans.
Mackerel has the most amazing flavour. And then the beautiful potatoes, almost leathery, the skin's gone, and then inside's all fluffy.
There's the saltiness from the capers, the sweet tomatoes, and that very strong, very powerful fish. But all those things come together to make a wonderful dish. We should be very proud.
I thought it went really well. You know, I thought all my flavours worked together and the judges absolutely loved it.
Georgia's main course is cannelloni, tubes of pasta filled with spinach and ricotta cheese, covered with tomato sauce and a milk and flour bechamel sauce.
Huge amount of work you're giving yourself today, Georgia, and what I'm really impressed about, you got it all done. Your pasta is cooked. The tomato sauce is really lovely and rich. The filling tastes of spinach. Give it a little bit more seasoning and it will be really wonderful. It's a delicious dish. Well done.
Perfectly cooked pasta, a really smooth, rich sauce. I haven't had cannelloni for years, and you've reminded me how good cannelloni can be. So thank you.
For dessert, Georgia has made a pear and nectarine crumble with crème anglaise.
Your custard, crème anglaise, as you like to call it, is perfect. It's sweet, it's wonderful, it's bright yellow. The crumble top is really nice. I just like some more fruit underneath it.
I prefer the topping.
I'm a crumble girl too. The pear is cooked perfectly because it's still got a little bit of shape to it. It's not just mush. And then the crumble is really sweet, which wins me round. Love it.
I'm quite a family cook and I would never thought that it was like restaurant standard, but for them to have liked it as much as they did, it's just overwhelming.
Sky has made chicken stuffed with soft cheese and pesto, wrapped in bacon, served with roast potatoes and green beans.
Your chicken is lovely and moist. Maybe the bacon could have been just a little bit crispy. Okay. Yeah? But I want another mouthful, which is a really good sign, isn't it?
Yeah.
I'm sort of thinking, what a shame I've got to give it to John now.
I am really, really impressed how juicy your chicken is. But I want to taste the pesto. I can't quite find it. It's in there somewhere. But beautifully cooked.
To finish, Sky has made a chocolate truffle torte cake with raspberries topped with almond-flavoured crushed biscuits.
The chocolate is still dancing and singing around on my tongue. And then I've got that gorgeous, crunchy biscuit topping. That's a really, really good dessert.
I think it needs a little bit more time in the fridge because a truffle should be quite firm. But it tastes absolutely delicious and the way it feels in my mouth is fantastic.
I am so pleased. I couldn't believe the judges' comments. I never thought they'd be that good.
The cooking's over. Now it's a nervous wait while the judges decide whose food is the best.
It's going to be really hard for them to choose out of us lot because all of you lot have done really well. I like all of you and you're all really good cooks, so if any one of you went through, then I'd be happy.
Tough day for our contestants and a really tough day for us as judges.
We had 4 really enthusiastic cooks. Herbie's chicken curry. He'd put a healthy dose of chilli, which was great, but we needed more of the other spices, so we weren't just getting chilli.
His chapati, big piece of bread. The salsa, it should have been more sauce-like. Everything chopped up a little bit finer. But I admire the guy's bold use of spices.
I felt really excited and happy when they said that they liked my food.
Joshua. The topping on the bruschetta, the tomatoes with the olive oil, fantastic. I thought that bread should have been a lot crispier. If the bread ain't right, then really it's not quite there.
If he had toasted the bread as well, it would have been perfection. The mackerel and the sauce and his potatoes were just perfect.
Sweet tomatoes, the salty capers, very strong fish, all mellowed down and made really tasty by that sauce.
I'm really proud of myself today. I think I've done exceptionally well and the judges will definitely consider putting me through.
Georgia's cannelloni was nearly perfect. Goodness me, it looked so good. That lovely, bubbling, cheesy sauce on the top. I thought it was a really fabulous plate.
Georgia works really, really hard and gets everything done on time. Really nice crumble, a little bit more fruit, and it would have been absolutely brilliant. Both dishes delicious.
I want to win so bad. I want to go the extra step and show them what else I have, because I could perform better than I did today, and I'd like to show them that.
Sky's chicken was soft like marshmallow inside that bacon, and the perfect roast potatoes seasoned very, very well. I would like a little bit more pesto. I wanted to taste the pesto. And it was a bit, pesto, where's my pesto?
Oh, Sky's chocolate torte. I just thought it was absolutely delicious. I love the crunchy biscuits on top and then those lovely raspberries just cutting through the sweetness really perfectly.
I think the chocolate should have been in the fridge a little bit longer, but a very, very good dessert.
It would be amazing if I could get through this round and go and meet even more people that like to cook like me.
We have to find ourselves one quarter-finalist from this lot. So what are we going to do here? Because the person who goes through could win Junior MasterChef.
We have had a great day with all of you today. Please promise us that you will all go home and keep on cooking. But we can only take one person through to the quarter-final.
Our quarter-finalist is Georgia. Congratulations.
I can't believe I got through. It's like my dream come true.
I'm really proud of myself. This experience has made me want to cook even more.
I'm really happy for Georgia to get through because we made really good friends.
I've got really good compliments from the judges, and I think I've got quite a good chance of being a chef in the future.
To get through, and like with there's so many other good cooks out there, just really, really good. I really want to go far, and I work really, really hard. It'll be the experience of my life.
Georgia will be back for the quarter-final, where she'll compete with 3 other heat winners for the title of Junior MasterChef.